Hello and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Attorney Dual Destinies. Last episode, we had the first day of trial for the Cosmic Turnabout. Today will be, I don't know, I would assume having our second day of trials, but the whole courtroom just f***ing exploded, because I didn't remember, I don't know how I didn't connect the cases to get that, I'm still pissed at myself for that, but in the middle of the Space Center bombing and trial, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Furthermore, Paul suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. Okay, so now the timeline's back on track. We managed to clear Miss Woods' name. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Ted Tenate. Holy hell. Apollo's a tough guy, but this is taking its toll on him. Yeah, poor guy being attacked by Tenate like that on top of all his other injuries. Apollo's resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. I've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. So this will only be the point where I'm like celebrating that Apollo's gone, but I'm not. Like I'm actually feeling for him. This is weird. You must miss him too, huh? Now you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry, he's young. He'll quickly be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Tracy look so down. We won the court case, yet nobody feels as much like celebrating. Alright, enough of this, people! There's no time to be moping around. Dry those eyes, both of you! You're the only one who's crying, Athena. Technicalities, look, we have work to do. We have to take over! Take over what exactly? Apollo Space Center case, of course. As no verdict's been reached, there's still a chance.
I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade. Right, Daddy?
Paul hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. Good, now that's it. Let's get going. Come on, we gotta run. Wait, right now? We better not be running the whole way. There she goes. Better go catch up. Can you take care of the office, Tracy?
Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm gonna bake some cookies and fill out my magic panties for you.
She seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm.
Uh-oh, she's back.
Don't mind me, just forgot a few things. Sounds more like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that too.
Alright, you two. Let's be careful out there.
So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous even I've heard of him.
That's right, he's a super famous astronaut who worked at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in outer space 7 years ago.
You seem to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Prepare to be disappointed. And I see we're still doing the sighing thing. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it.
Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have got you covered.
And you're the new kid Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere?
Huh? You mean, other than your trial? I don't think so.
I guess so, my mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput and goes to my life. I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky I had a bomb go off made on my trial. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacesuit. Yeah, he seriously has got to stop depressing himself.
Seriously, cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere just means we shine like shooting stars, right?
Like shooting stars? You know, you're right when I think of that. After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? Shine like stars. Guess I shouldn't mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. No, this guy's just a real joy to be around. I mean, I guess I'd rather him than Wacky Walkie, but like he's not an asshole or anything. He's just kind of annoying so far. So you have no memory of all the incident. I remember the time was as black and cloud as the dark nebula. Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? This droid developed the fear of space because what happened 7 years ago. And I was taking medications secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know? Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle? Must have been a terrifying experience. I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs if I didn't pee my performance before a launch. A launch meant everything to me. That's what's starting the theory of relativity. Seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. But the tranquilizers were found in your system. See, that's the thing. I don't know why, but I'm done for. If you didn't take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you? Exactly, that's what I thought. It must have been the real culprit. The medication was in my locker. Everyone could have gotten their hands on it. Maybe the real culprit also planted... Yeah, it's gotta be out of it. Framed. I'll say they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small, like about the murder weapon, for example. That knife, I think it came from one of the station utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah, staff will work on machinery allotted, given these special toolkits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. Utility knife updated in the court record. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right? That's right, it was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failures, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs in the freezer. No wonder they dubbed it the Hat 1 miracle. That's a miracle you made it back. Space is a boundless place. It's why it continues to catch people's imagination. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the grand scheme of things. The darkness just goes on and on forever and never, without end. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission? What? No way, of course not. Every night I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless. But you have to admit it was a pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid? I was afraid, of course I was, still am. Space is man's final frontier. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. Like cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. Even if I fail, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing for sure, Mr. Stark's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. Victim Clay Terran was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? It wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that. But Clay didn't think of me as his mentor. The mentor and the protege, what a combination they must have been. With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and get back into space. But now... Clay must have been very encouraging, huh? Yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I hear him say, "You're fine," I always got the feeling everything really was just gonna be just fine. You're fine? Apollo says I'm fine and you're fine all the time, too. And I always feel encouraged, too, whenever I hear him shout it. Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot ever since they were high school kids. One day, out of the blue, Clay told me he wanted to be my protege. The Stu hung around the Space Center so much they were like part of the staff. One time during zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit. I was telling them to start to turn shouting, "You're fine," over the radio. Simple thing was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine, you're fine with like Apollo and Clay's secret faces, huh? Wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay's and their relationship now. Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder? Sorry, I can't even begin to imagine. But he actually did climb down the ladder, so a way has to exist. Freedom of space to the walls of a cell. But the prosecutor said the dark, that's getting snapped back through barred windows. You're fine. Solomon's Soul Starbuck is fine. Everything's gonna be alright. Huh? And Phoenix Wright is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright, you too. Do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine. I can't hear you. Phoenix Wright is fine. We'll get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us. Paul believes in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith in you. And I vow to make it back into space. All I need first is a not guilty verdict. It sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation into the Space Center started. Pronto! Good idea, let's go. Okay, nope, don't present anything. Just move to the entrance. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Wow, I was wondering what kind of place the Space Center would be. Almost looks like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know they even let the public see the rockets up close? Oh, so check it out! Look at how brightly the GYAXA logo shines in the sunlight above the entranceway. Really take the stars and rocket motif it's got going. GYAXA, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what's GYA supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the whole... Would you ask me, I have abbreviated to GYAXA or even Gaia. I guess so. Oh, I know, maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This exchange is beginning to feel I like deja vu. Anyway, this place is more than just a research field, it's also a tourist attraction. Yikes, who's this geezer? What's he want?
Look upon me, look well, behold the great power of space science.
Pardon me, but you are?
My glorious name is Yori Cosmos. I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos.
Boss, that was pretty groan-inducing. If the person in the Space Center's director, that means... Ah, so you were one of the ones first to discover Clay's body, were you? And who was the first to find the victim? Actually, there were two of them!
The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Kandazar. That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all space and time to discover the body. But there's talk of the incident. Are you by any chance the space police?
You can't tack the word space on just any old thing, you know? Mr. Starbucks lawyers, we're here to investigate this case. Oh, we're Earth lawyers, by the way.
I see, yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteem and privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's gonna be nothing but trouble. Don't let him hear what you say that or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's be professional, ask him about when he found the body, okay? Alright then, let's have a lovely chat with this guy. So as director, what do you hear at the Space Center specifically?
Defend peeps across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles we stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind.
I believe I used the word specifically in my question.
Attention all personnel, to your break stations, prepare for break!
Oh, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
That's exactly right, because I am an important man, my matter is important.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here on the boundlessness of space.
What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it.
It made me more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Could you tell us what you know about the incident the other day?
I refuse.
What?
Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? Does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That's correct. I'll be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Director Cosmos is the type they only talk about what he wants to talk about. Let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. The Hat 1 was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it still made its way back home?
It's part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart you to the complete story of the Hat 1 project.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid. And Mr. Stoner was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit. And from where it launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth.
That struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right?
Correct, and it truly was a miracle. Of course, it just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago.
So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back from the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we have no time to expect the samples due to everything that's occurred. And this pures our space development program ahead of other countries by several years.
It's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all.
The golden age of space development.
Our predecessors were successful in bringing back a moon rock. It's the greatest achievement in the history of Space Center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential. A moon rock, I remember that being big.
Our endeavors with the moon rock lives on in our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos.
I heard there's a lot of research into moon rocks and stars from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all civilizations, like we're in a new spacesuit with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue. It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it.
I guess even a space program is to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I thought I'd better brush up for the case. Is that so? That's an odd line choice.
Galactic Scooter, fire at the main engine, max battle speed, and engage!
Things are surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going too. You bet, let's make it so! Okay, well, let's move, where can we move? Boarding lounge. December 19th, Cosmos Center, Cosmos Space Center boarding lounge. What in the hell is that thing floating in the background? This is where Mr. Terran was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. See that diagram the police made again. Right now we're in the main building here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Claim Mr. Starbuck filed here from the launch pad 1 of the explosion.
You there, no minutes will express permission.
Where Mr. Starbuck's lawyers become to investigate.
Sorry, nobody gets in without permission, not even the police superintendent. Can't Detective Furby getting mad at me.
So Detective Wright's here, huh?
Yeah, he's the launch pad 1 corridor. Go collect clearance here and then we'll talk.
Leave it to me, I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see, what trick should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So, to get the launch pad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait, that door. It looks awful familiar. Yeah, it's the one that requires the... Good eye there, boss. It's the door that claimed Mrs. Ulrich used during the escape from the launch pad. Ah, that explains it. Fingerprint system has been deactivated though, so I think we can just pass through. Now come on, let's go! Alright then, let's just pass on through. It's December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 corridor. That cleaning robot is also my want one. So this is it, huh? It's at the corridor the two of them used in their escape. Yep, this is the only thing connecting the Launchpad 1 with the main building. I see police tape down there at the other end. I guess we won't be looking at the Launchpad. After that explosion, the whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the Launchpad itself was probably a sea of flames. It must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? I think that's him over there.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
He seems to be lost. It's funny, this corridor's a straight shot.
Huh? Ah, to loyal people, welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off. Are you here for a little rocket sightseeing?
We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something?
And for the case, huh? Alright, I'll gladly share some with you.
Huh? What just happened?
That guy the lawyer, seeing you can justice side by side, I like it.
Okay, then. Yeah, well, we need information. Let's run with it. If you say so. Yeah, since when are you ever this, readily available to help us? Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? This is an officer on guard and we can't...
I think well, let him know you're over there. Investigate to your heart's content, take a week if needed. A month even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of them...
Okay, why the hell are you so nice all of a sudden? No, that's okay, but thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Detective Fulbright's acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Think he's hit his head something? Who knows, whatever the case, is making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective?
That's right, I was here on a security assignment.
The police have required us to do rocket launches now? I didn't know that.
Yes, well, you know us. To serve and protect,
Okay, what's going on with you? That line says, like, it's massive suspicious. Yes, well, you know us, just serve and protect. That's a suspicious line.
It wasn't occur while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation.
He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened?
Of course, the bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate the shelter.
The shelter?
That's right, there was an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the front floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the second floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. There wasn't a possible to get down to the basement shelter?
No, without an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window would escape that way. It was a floating ladder, so it wasn't very stable. At least it reached the ground. After I got the ladder, left to take a little look around for the other survivors. Once everyone was got out safely, I made my way down to the shelter. Well, what an ordeal, but climbing down an emergency ladder kind of sounds fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Okay, that's odd. Still some more about this witness? Sure thing, the witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, then she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So, she was looking at the crime scene from the outside? That's right, it was just a matter of chance that she saw something important, not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? But that's the most important thing of all. Aha, don't you worry, I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. Okay, why are you being so helpful? What's wrong with you, buddy? Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Yes, well, actually, something you can't talk about? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, never mind, don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. No, nope, not giving up on that one. What was that all about? Something's definitely going on. I'm going to get it out of him the next time I see him. Okay, I'm not just sure we'll talk about it, though. We have permission to investigate now, so let's head back to the boarding lounge. Alright then, let's do just that. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center boarding lounge. Alright, you Detective Lord has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks. Oh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see, what's that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building, and according to Apollo, this is where he believes the 3rd party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for this race to the 3rd person then. You read my mind, Athena. Let's make that a first priority. It's just one problem though, this room. It's just so big. Don't worry, we can use this to help us. A Space Center pamphlet for tourists? Yep, picked it up at the entrance. This maps and such come in handy. Let's see, yep, here it is, map of the lounge. This is the door we went to talk to Detective Fulbright. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Space Center pamphlet added to the court record. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the 3rd person. Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss, it's a holographic image. Oh yeah, I knew that. That's a relief. Okay, great. Yeah, I gathered it wasn't an actual thing moving back there, but what is it supposed to be? The only reason so we can start is so you can press the button, isn't it? And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues. Alright, fine, let's get investigating. Okay, well the first thing I can see from this angle is this right down here. So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him, so let's take a look at the photo. So it was stretched out like this, and wait, what's that thing that looks like a thermos? The thing the Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo, he said that it contains asteroid samples. Alright, so Director Cosmo mentioned something about that too, didn't he? They were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that Hat 1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we solve the case, okay? And then I'd love to know what in the world. I mean, this thing looks awesome, but, you know, some details would be nice. No matter how I look at it, all I think of is torture device. I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity, and you put it there. Why wouldn't there be a room dedicated to it? Uh-oh, Athena's getting on glitter in her eyes. You think about trying to fight that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just out-muscle me. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there! Some kind of fragment stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank. I think you're right, but if that's here, it's Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So the Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starr dropped Clay on the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder was on the launch pad. Hey, way to go, Apollo! I'm honestly surprised with how competent Apollo has been recently. That's genuinely surprising me. Anyway, where does this door lead again? I forgot. Looks like there were 3 doors leading out of this room. Well, let's check. Drumroll, please. Ta-da! Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy. People usually say West, East, South in this case like this, you know. Details. Anyway, let's look at the West door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, but Launchpad 1 corridor. That's where we were, Detective. This real smoke at the explosion. Right, next to the right-hand side of this map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to the signified communication, aka the control room. Definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. Communicating exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will. As everyone starts talking like Directive Cosmos, they've been here a while. but it seems like they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 missions. This control room was hefty at the time. I always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room since we're here. I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like they will be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door's protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out of Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Control room door lock added to the court record. Okay, what about the last door? This lower door, oh, excuse me, I mean south door, this is the elevators. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yep, and of course there were no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone, but the elevators they weren't working at the time of the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers in the boarding lounge. 3 musketeers. So I thought we better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Okay, well, now that we've done that, let's see, is there anything interesting that we can see? Oh, is Master Chief awakening? Is Master Chief gonna wake up from his cryo tube? Or cryopod or whatever? It's apparently oxygen capsules to recover for after a training session. What if they can change your voice? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. That actually used to be what I did to see if the microphone was working. I said testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. It's not helium, Athena, it's oxygen. Okay. What else we got? There's this thing, which I can't examine from here, okay? Fine. Let's go back around to where I was initially. Oh wait, what's this? No, that's just the door. Oh wait, can I look at this? Like this specific thing right here? I wonder what this big knob's for. It looks like it's not a stove. Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's what the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass panel. What kind of stove requires knob security like this? Knob straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the boner would be off, right? If it was for a stove, so I don't know what it's really for. Something turned down by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine? If you had to start the engineer, the rocket would take off before you could get in. I guess what all we can say for now is the mystery knob. And then, is there... Oh, I can't look at that. Oh, maybe I have to back out and then I can look at it. What is this thing? Can I even... What's this, a trap door? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. The robots do the cleaning. What a futuristic world we live in. And so they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. No way, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi to it if you want. Okay, so that's what we gotta do next. Cool. What else can we look at that's interesting? There's this thing. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I want to try it! Gravity's weak in the moon, so I bet I could do some mid-air somersaults for stolen Earth. Remember, besides it's connected to the ceiling. Unless I can jump really high. What is it? What does anything walk on the surface of the moon? Okay. Cool. Danger. Helmet use required. Please use the moonwalk apparatus responsibly. Wait, this is something different over here than this? Oh, wait, what was that? I saw that. There's something glinting down there. Hey, see something shiny down there. Let's take this cover off then. Oh? A bullet? It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. See, that would make the caliber 10? About point 10? Caliber is the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yeah, but I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. The bullet must be a special kind of gun. But if you've tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. Well, how did the bullet ended up there? I mean, we're in the bottom left of the south door on the side of the room, according to the map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. And leave it to the next forward to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Bullet added to the court record. Okay. Well, that's cool. Okay, what else is there interesting? What else is there to even look at in this room? There's this, whatever this is. Nope, not that. This. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here. Just push, that's the invariable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah, I thought that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Let's see if we can't find anything new with the image off. Would we be able to find something new? I mean, the only thing I can think of is that something related to reflection would be... Oh, mirror! Thoughtful one here. Thoughtful? so the ladies can fix their makeup. Once appearance is just as important as the space it is on Earth, you know? You never know when you're gonna run into some other life form after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would have ever become an astronaut in the first place. Okay, so what else would have... logically, what else would have changed from doing that? I mean, we can look at the screen. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna say we can look at the screen and look over here and look at this. The screen's shattered. Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this. Looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun. I think so, based on my experience, instead of fire from a regular pistol. What else is, well, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Apparently, this is an important fact. You think see any bullet anywhere? No, the police must have taken it, though. Okay. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna have to... let's ask take forward about this bullet hole later. Okay. That's interesting. A really small bullet and a regular-sized bullet hole. So a single set of prints. Isn't that a good thing? Should we can figure out whose white prints they are? I doubt... I always still look at to get a couple of the first try. I'm willing to bet the text photo some fingerprint data right on the security fridge of the store, too. Here it is, came up in the corner the other day. I wish you could see the part of the footage after this bit. Because that would be right for... Yeah. I'm too good of a mood today. See if we can find anything else we're done with this room. Oh.
Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome.
Yikes, what the in the world?
My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko! Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
It's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I've missed you? Since when have you been hanging around with companion robots? Huh? You know this thing, Athena? Oh, she showed us around the last time when I came with Apollo. Oh, fair enough. I guess I probably should remember that. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy.
Wow, a guide robot's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Huh? Ouch, that hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko.
Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too.
Get it? A nickname? Nick? Cause his nickname is Nick? Get it? It's okay, dumb joke, whatever. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
Huh. This robot is pretty cute. You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great?
Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way.
Oh, goody. Let's go, boss. Go where? December 19th, Cosmos Space Center Space Museum. Holy hell. That's goddamn beautiful. Oh wow, what is this place? By the way, in case you can tell, I'm a bit of a nerd for science. So this setting for the mystery is really appealing. I don't know if you can tell, but this is good. Is that rocket real?
Welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Hat 1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one.
The Space Museum. Oh, here it is in the map. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. Space Center pamphlet updated in the court record.
Ask me anything, I will explain.
Okay. It's quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up.
This is a replica of the Hat 1 that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hat 1, inside and out. Its little brother, the Hat 2, was supposed to launch the other day.
I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was cancelled.
Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out, check it out.
Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles, I'd like to come here. Hey, what's this a photo of?
Phoenix, that's the staff of the Hat One Project.
Oh, this is a Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. And that's Clay Terra on the left, Yuri Cosmos in the middle, and I don't know the two on the right. And then there's Ponko.
And that's...
What is it, Athena? Something wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too, that's all. Well, it was 7 years ago after all, so the young guy sitting next to Mr. Starbuck is Clay Terra and the victim, so they were mentor and protege even way back when. And he's got one of the staff jackets.
No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. The Space Museum is great with fantastic exhibits.
This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor.
Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts, budget cuts. We need more money, money.
Who would record that information? Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot?
While it was,
I mean, someone who obviously they want more donations.
while it was in space, the Hat One launched a probe called Hope. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And here it is, the Hope space probe.
I think I've seen the logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule the victim was carrying. I think it gave me seen the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she gave me information of. Okay, that's fine. Here you go. Please enjoy the autopsy report.
Checking registered data. Ah, I know, it's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe.
It contained the asteroid samples, right?
Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It is stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed! It must not be removed!
Don't worry, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened.
They do? They do? I must ask them later.
So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion. The safety staff must really be excited to finally get the capsule back. It's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents. Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. Hope capsule added to the court record. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum. Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well.
I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you!
You two are like old friends. Hard to believe you just met recently. There's an odd amount of attention being drawn to the whole, wow, Athena knows so much about the Space Center despite only being met 3 days ago, or whatever. So, they're clearly alluding to a backstory she has at this place. I don't have any even kind of a guess as to what it's gonna be, but there's clearly something going on there. Because Ponko's so friendly! Well, what should we investigate next? Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about. Let's see, it's referred to the fingerprint data, was it? Okay, let's go back to Launchpad 1 to order. Bye, Ponko, see you later!
Come again! Come again!
And don't forget to visit the gift shop. Poor Ponko, what a Dickensian life we have all forced to lead. Okay, so where do we find... We find him in the corridor, right? The Launchpad 1 corridor. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center Launchpad 1 corridor.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
You said that already. Let's hope he's still in the cooperative mood as well then. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll just have to use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? Alright, so we found a bullet and a bullet hole. We found a bullet hole in the wall of the crime scene.
You did? Our team found that too. It was Detective Arm who found the bullet.
Detective Arm?
That's right, a warning shot for the defendant.
Was it really such a high-threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details, but well, with Detective Arm gone and all. But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. We already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows.
Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve with the main course.
Hope that goes down easy. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes, I just happen to have compiled a print data of everyone related to the case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift.
This is quite a bit of data.
Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell said dig deep, so that's what I did. It sure took a while, though.
Well, we got a poll on my prints. Even got prints for all the robots. I guess when Blackwell said to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. Ah, Clay's fingerprints are here too.
I wasn't removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm the identity and all. After all,
I can't believe you took off his gloves to get his fingerprints.
yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in the case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we found, it can completely change the tide for both sides.
Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow.
Oh, take this picture. It might come in handy.
Is this just a photo of the launch pad one door? Yep, but Plastic Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's important about this door? Doesn't beat me, but boy, can you see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive for it. Sounds like this is gonna be a major point of contention tomorrow. Hey, don't forget about the pre-comparison, boss. Right, Techful, you think you could run the test for us right now? Yes, leave it to me, and just as we trust. Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened the security door. He must have opened it when they went to go board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams of space ventures right then. Okay, well, that's about all we have to discuss, but I would like to show you the video. Do we even have it? Yeah, it's right here. Because there's no footage for, like, we need just to see footage from, like, the second after they get to the boarding lounge. Do you have anything more than what we have? Oh, the friends, go ahead and ask me anything like about it. Is there anything I can see a little more after the part after this? Easy pie, I'm glad to show it to you. Here we go! It's really strange how cooperative he's being. Huh? The screen went blank. Yes, apparently the effects of the explosion damages the wire, so there's nobody at this point. Ah, why don't you just say so from the beginning? Yeah, that could have saved us a step. Something's definitely seemed to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figured if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right? That wouldn't help for the first 4 cases. Seems like someone's been really bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. Oh. Time for Cyclops. It's been a while, but those are definitely Cyclops. You just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? No, Cyclops. This isn't locks on the secrets in a person's heart. I can see when people were trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this Magatama. Presenting evidence can break those locks and reveal the secrets they're hiding. That's right. How much did they bilk you out of for that piece of rock? Even swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I'm more than capable of presenting myself, thank you very much. Isn't some kind of fraud, it really works. A friend gave it to me a long time ago. I guess seeing is believing, allow me to show you. I can use it, okay. Thanks, we already got this tutorial. Although, to be fair, we got it in the DLC case, so I guess this is the first time in the main game we were supposed to use it, so I can't blame them for having a little brief tutorial section. I think you're hiding something, Detective, so why don't you just tell us about it? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? Detective Fulmer's really in agony. That is what's got some torrents or... Well, he keeps screaming about justice, so probably that. I really understand what's been bothering you, Detective, I truly do. If something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yep, principles can be. Everyone was whistling a happy tune as they did their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for... didn't you bring a special task force for this rocket launch? I don't think the guard reveals the rocket you claim is... Where would we have seen that? This? Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, no. Not relaxed in the slightest. Nice try, buddy. Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yes, security was so tight they even brought in a special task force. Holly described it as a relaxed guard detail. Now hold on this one moment. That's why I was calling it special security. As first sounds right, concerned that's true, but I say it's first to this person with me as a detail from the Oh! Oh, I should have seen that coming a million miles away. You? For some reason, Candace Arms was here, despite the fact that she specializes in bomb cases. But, so the only reason she would have been here is if they knew beforehand there was going to be a bomb that went off. Detective Arms specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means you people knew there was a possibility a bombing would occur. Alright, I can see it. You win, just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned about potential bombing, but the plan to launch was on in spite of the threat. But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone and directly to Director Cosmos. But the police department instructed everyone to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about. Nah, not only that, I've just been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell was this handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I'm wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court. The reason he's still prosecuting Detective Freud, please tell us everything you know. Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules. Never mind that. What are rules but things to be broken, right? Well, I'll tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as prosecutor is highly irregular. Gee, you don't say. I think we guessed that much. As long as being allowed, I've been wondering about it. So you weren't told why either, huh? No, I guess the they came from pretty high up on the ladder. Yeah, would have to have. Prosecutor Blackwell told me once.
The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years has passed, so it continues instant.
7 years past? A phantom, huh? And not one of the friendly variety either, I gather. This phantom of 7 years past, any idea? Not a clue! But he seems to think that this phantom is behind the whole incident somehow. Wait a minute, he thinks they may be connected to the case? Yep, the case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, this case happened right here at the very Space Center too, and in both instances the threat was issued via telephone. So that's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the phantom? Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago... That's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. The messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how the Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related. Yeah, I can see why you think that. This is an incident in the Phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe that Mr. Starwick and this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all.
Silence.
And I think Mr. Starwick is his Phantom, but I do get the feeling he thinks that the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so patient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck. And that's not real justice. I've always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now, but this time I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen Detective Freud so tormented. Must be why he's still being so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. I feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm going to be rooting for your team this time. Don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't. See? Look, like I said, he's no gumshoe, and I'm pretty sure we all knew he was never going to be gumshoe, but he's such a nice guy. Like, he's cooperative. He actually has. I mean, admittedly, towards the beginning, I was a little like, okay, your sense of justice is a little thrown out the window with the whole like justice. I'm not going to tell you anything, and the monsters Turnabout. But you know what? He's actually coming around. I'm coming around to kind of like Fulbright a little bit. I didn't think that was going to happen. I swear to from Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valuable member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him and give him his into his motion and tear the defendant apart. You are the only ones who can stop him in court. You really care about what what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, Detective? Leave the courtroom to us, like we want a guilty verdict either. That's something you would say that I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. Saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago. Really? Let's go find it, Mr. Wright. Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm gonna work extra hard to find the first piece of evidence for you. And just as we trust on 3, 1, 2, 3, and just as we trust, okay, later! Great. There he goes. Wait, were we supposed to say in just as we trust back there too? Let's go see the witness now. Alright, the Space Center entrance it is. Those must be around here somewhere. Oh? That's not Ponko. Uh-oh, don't tell me this witness is a robot. Hello, come over here. Clonko? We got Ponko and Clonko, huh? Ah. Again?
Hell with you, hunk of junk.
I'm outside. Am I wondering when did that happen?
Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snub out, I was gonna put you on the curb of trash day. That works better than 42.5-degree karate chop.
That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, well, I'm Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do?
Big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Aura Blackwell. I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center.
Okay. Aura Blackwell, huh? So, remember in Monsters Turnabout when I said that Athena and Blackwell probably have some kind of connection because they both use psychology in court? Well, Simon Blackwell Or a Blackwell. What a coinkydink. Blackwell, could she be?
And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk.
My name isn't Hunka Junk, my name is Clonko. That's mean, Miss Aura.
A quick complaint, your model number is Ponko 2.
Ah, but Miss Aura, everyone calls me Clonko.
Quit your squawking already.
No, what are you doing? No, down!
There. Bet you won't be talking back now.
Yeah, I will obey it completely.
Yikes, I better watch what wires I cross with this one. Alright, let's get to talking. Your last name is Blackwell. Do you have a relative in the legal profession?
You are correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is...
Shut up. Only speak when I order you to speak. Simon's my little brother. You know him?
Yes, we met him in court a few times, right, Athena?
What a dull creature. Has a switch been turned off?
Athena being shy? This is new. Yep, I guarantee you there's a story here. There's a backstory here. I can feel the backstory in the air.
Oh yeah, I heard he was prosecuting again despite being a prisoner. Why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Hey, what do you think, Hunk of Junk?
Ah, Miss Aura, that hurts.
I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, useless hunk of junk?
But Miss Aura, you told me to only speak when you order me to speak.
I told you to never talk back to me. You're worse than more than a scrap.
Robot abuse, hawk attacks, Blackwell family life sure must be interesting.
Well, any other questions? Wait, of course you do.
You're a lawyer.
It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just want to get this over with.
So, you're the person who witnessed the incident.
That's right, I was on the first floor of the main building, the robotics lab. Explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency light like the detective, leaving the evacuation told me to. It's such a pain. Why couldn't they just use the ladders in the other room?
It's been a very troubling experience, probably persisted just humor you're here.
As I passed by the third floor boarding lounge, one window on the way down, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it.
So you saw the crimes that happened, and that's about it, I see. Wait, what? You saw it being committed? This is no time to just nod and repeat. So you saw them to the third floor lounge. That's the very scene of the crime.
That's right, there's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. Let's do that from the outside. The room was pitch black. I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in their left hand. And a knife in their right. Must have been the culprit. You see who the person was? Of course, the power was on the floor and there was only that tiny window.
I see. Would you witness the moment of the murder?
Yes, I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife and... It happened precisely 10 a.m.
Did you witness anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features?
I already told you it was pitch black in there. Although, I did notice the lighter the person had in their left hand had a pretty ornament on it. It's like a planet. It's like a little Earth emblem. A good taste in knickknacks anyway.
An Earth emblem in the lighter, better remember that. Or a statement added to the core record. Thank you for your statement. We'll definitely prove Mr. Starbuck's innocent with it.
Ha! Yeah, right, I won't hold my breath.
Pardon me?
Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry, just a test lawyers, that's all.
Wow, way to be on the nose with that one. What don't you like about lawyers?
Just an instinctive dislike.
But don't feel bad, I hate prosecutors even more. That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers so much?
A little thing from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place.
I certainly don't agree.
I mean, people are imperfect, they lie, they're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better, even sad sex like this one. Hey, you look alive there.
Oh wow, she's administering a controlled shock.
Yes, here I go! I am the ultimate robot. I can operate a vacuum and stream heat under high pressure. We robots rule the world out. It's time for Resident Evil.
Alright, it's enough out of you. You're just getting a little too carried away.
Yeah, huh? What was I doing?
Yep, I like robots much better. You can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans, they're petty emotions and constant worries.
How can you say such things? Feeling emotions, worrying about the things we care about, that's what makes us human!
Well, the girl finally talks and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You mean getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thought, that's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind.
Can I punch your boss? Get a hold of yourself, Athena. Humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system? So she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system. What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter?
What if somebody important to me was killed? I would never wish to see their killer brought to trial, so I'd much rather kill them myself.
Oh, well, that's lovely. You can't be serious.
I think you're wearing around your neck.
Oh, this? Around underneath his neck, what does she mean, widget? No, she means the other thing hanging around her neck.
Oh, I get it. Well. Her Royal Highness has returned at long last to her castle.
Her Royal Highness, huh? Her Royal what? She's talking about Athena?
By the way, I heard the rumors. I heard it's gonna be the star witness in court tomorrow, right?
Director Cosmo, yeah, that's right.
You poor things. You better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart.
What?
He might seem like a bigwig, but the sinner has all kinds of problems. He's a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem, so why should I care?
What, that's it? No friendly tips, no good luck dice, just splendid.
I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunk of junk.
Okay, I can't wait to find out the backstory going on there, because there's clearly a lot. She must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down. I just can't believe you said all those things! Wow, she's really upset. How has she been trying not to show it all this time? Well, I guess not a lot surprising. You heard about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time. You mean the whole dark age of the law nonsense? I'm so sick of hearing about that! Well, all I can do is believe in what we're doing. Yeah, you're right, boss, I agree! Maybe it's time we went to the back to see Mr. Starbuck. Good idea, we should tell him about the bull in Mr. Blackwell's statement. Alright then, next stop, the detention center. December 19th, detention center visitor's room.
Oh, my lawyers are here. That must be bad news.
Hey, not necessarily. We found a new witness. A researcher saw the moment of the murder through the lounge window during escape.
Really? So they're gonna let me go?
Unfortunately, it was dark and she couldn't identify the person.
I should have known. My stars never aligned just right, too.
But we got a lead too, Mr. Starbuck. The murderer had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it.
A lighter with an Earth emblem? Ooh.
Did you remember something?
Yep, sure did. Just a little bit, though.
Anything at all will be a help, so please tell us what you remembered.
I thought I was unconscious the whole time, but now I remember I woke up for a few brief moments.
That's huge. You remember seeing anything?
Lighter. Saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness.
Good, good. What else did you see? What was nearby?
Is that like the boarding lounge? It must have been after Clay carried me there. In this light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering.
A dark shadow. Well, that must have been third party we've been looking for. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck, even more helpful than you know. If we can prove there was a third person at the scene and that the real killer, then you'll be cleared of all suspicion. The key will be whether or not we can identify the third person in court tomorrow. At least we have something to go on now, and that's a big plus. I should probably tidy the evidence a bit before someone makes mistakes. Okay, great. We have a glimmer of hope. I'm suddenly starving. Why don't we go get back to the elves and still treat us as a big celebration in advance? For someone who's highly apathetic, you can be surprisingly unsympathetic. December 19th, Right Anything Agency.
So, you found a strategy for tomorrow's trial, huh? Good for you, Daddy.
Well, it's one step forward anyway. Hopefully it'll give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is. Now let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Eldune's Noodles. Oh, God. Why'd you have to remind me of that place? Oh, Apollo! You know, I didn't actually notice this in the first trial. Like the first court case, or like the first case of the game, because I would have had no reason to do it. But I think he's wearing one of the jackets from the Space Center. What are you doing here? I didn't think this clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine, and I'm done lying around. Apollo, you're supposed to be in bed. Leave the case to us. We'll take it from here. Thanks, but that's not an option. Not for me. Apollo? You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo, and I don't want you overdoing it. I'm fine, I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic. An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man. Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress? A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. You think they must be the real killer? A suspicious figure, huh? Right. Thought you'd be happier than that. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm happy. And I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that.
Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo?
That's right, best friend since junior high.
Sounds like me and Junie, so what was Clay like?
Well, he was full of compassion and energy, and he had a really loud voice.
If two of you did voice train together now, I bet you break a few windows.
Haha, you know, I bet you're right. Seems like only yesterday, Clay was a guy who lived for his dreams. We used to talk about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut and me, a lawyer. We talked well into the night, and even then we never grew tired of it. Apollo, about that jacket. Oh, it's Clay's. I knew it. It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. He was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But what, just when his dream was finally coming... Damn it, it's not fair! Apollo, hope you don't try to carry the burden all alone. Guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster. I guess you're right on some level. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest of starts. That was a rough time for me, but Clay refused to let me quit. You're fine, he'd say. Don't give up. It was right during his screening exams, too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That you're fine of his is why I'm still standing here today. Ah, so it's his fault that the lost game happened. You're fine, huh? I don't believe it. You're fine and I'm fine where you like your catchphrases, weren't they? Ha, something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard.
Get away, Apollo. Don't come over here.
Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother either.
Huh?
Wait. I mean, I guess... Wait, actually, I didn't even think about that. If he doesn't know who his mother is... Yeah, wait, who's the dad? I was so dumbstruck by how stupid the entirety of the last game was. I didn't even think about that. So Apollo didn't know who his dad was, or so he didn't know who his mom was. That ended up being Lanoir. So, like, what was his family like? He must have had a dad then, but who was that? I don't know. There's a lot more. There's so much about Apollo's backstory that has to be fleshed out that just hasn't been. I also think everyone else is mom. Why am I the only one? But, you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs, hello, I'm fine. Then, you know what? I start to feel like maybe I will be fine. Apollo is fine. Okay, Clay, now it's your turn. Okay, Clay Terran is fine. There you go, now we're both fine, ha. We're fine. We're fine. What are you laughing about, ha? See, we're fine. You laugh first, we're all fine. Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Apollo. When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you can keep on fighting. That's what we believed. As long as you don't give up. Wasn't this someone else who said something similar? Clay called Mr. Starbuck and his mentor to look up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck. Sorry, Mr. Wright, so I'll be taking a leave of absence.
What?
Wait, what do you mean by a leave? You're really serious? Can you at least give me a reason why? And I put Clay's jacket on and I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself. But that's our goal too! I agree with Athena, we should work together to find the truth. The truth, huh? That's a noble cause. What if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different? Apollo? I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying? I'm gonna catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life. In my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now, I must be going. Goodbye. Okay, that's not ominous at all.
Goodbye? Did he just say goodbye?
I sense a lot of seething anger and hatred coming, and also suspicion. So he suspects someone in the room of killing... Okay. He's not walking out on us like this. I'm gonna go talk some sense into him. Hold on, Athena. Apollo can't believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong. Even if we take different paths, the truth we arrive at should be the same. And the quicker we solve the case, the better it'll be for Apollo. Yeah, you're right, boss. Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay? If we were right here, right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine, everything is fine, I just hope things really do turn out fine tomorrow. Wow. Huh. I mean, I'm almost, like, in disbelief that they're actually giving Apollo some character development. Like, this doesn't... This feels like I'm in the Bizarro world. Like, why all of a sudden is Apollo actually getting attention? Like, character development? It doesn't feel right. But, the case as a whole, the Space Center is a very, very cool place to investigate. So that's definitely a neat touch. Like, obviously, the science nerd that I am, it makes sense that it would appeal to me, so that's cool. That's basically all that I have to say about the case so far. Ponko's cute, Klonko's cute. I'm guessing what this case is ultimately going to be judged on is the backstory with whatever Apollo, whoever Apollo ends up saying, that's going to be the backbone of this case. So until I know what that is, I can't really judge it as a whole, but so far it seems fine. The only annoying part so far really was just that first trial with the whole constantly sighing, some of the claims that Fulbright was making. But I guess we'll find out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some to catch you all tomorrow for some more Phoenix Wright Attorney Dual Destinies. Goodbye.